To start at the first part of this story, click the link at the top right. Unusual spacecraft were common enough. In an empire this vast, no two worlds stamped their hulls alike, and for every registered freighter there were a dozen retrofits, cobbled together in orbiting yards or salvaged from forgotten wars. But what Joral Wen had described, it wasn't just odd, it was deliberate, engineless, soundless, a silhouette designed to disappear, a vessel that didn't want to be seen. It raised questions I wasn't ready to answer. Not yet. Not without better eyes on the ground. So I turned to Garen Vex, once a shadow in the Imperial Apex Division, infiltration, neutralization, vanishment. The kind of soldier they didn't retire, just reassigned. Now he was a servant of the Inquisition. I didn't ask what he had done during the wars. I just showed him the island telemetry, the scrubbed delivery manifests, and the last glitched frame of the unmarked ship. He studied them without speaking. Then he gave a single nod. No further explanations required. He would go in alone. No support, no trail. I had arranged for a stealth skiff and an orbital path masked as atmospheric drift. He would drop before dawn, skimming beneath satellite coverage, through one of the island's blind zones. If anyone was watching, they'd mistake it for a weather probe, and if something went wrong, there would be no record, no investigation, just absence, quiet, acceptable. That was the cost of working in the shadow of the Inquisition. I stayed behind, monitoring the feed, limited visuals, pulse audio, biometric markers, and field telemetry. I watched him vanish into fog and foliage, and I prepared myself for the possibility that I had just sent him to his death. We set up a secure relay in the basement level of the safe house, low signal density, isolated wiring, a place even the governor's surveillance net wouldn't reach. Garen's biometric feed ran stable, pulse at rest, audio clean, external interference minimal. The quick response team stood silent, ex-military, disciplined. We kept our eyes locked on Garen's forward lens, slow panning through undergrowth and black rock. He had landed without detection, moved like a shadow. The island was quiet. Too quiet. No guards, no patrols, just wind and waves, and that oppressive hum that sometimes follows a place where terrible things have been done for too long. Garen breached the outer perimeter, an old research compound, or what had once passed for one. The structures were brutalist and wrong, familiar enough in shape, but with proportions that strained architectural logic. Angles that didn't meet properly, surfaces that shimmered when they should have been matte. He kept sending updates. His voice was steady.
Structures are unfamiliar. Not imperial, not rogue colonies. Something else. No power lines, no energy nodes. But systems active, moving parts, without origin.
We watched in silence as he moved into the lower halls. What the lens showed us, it didn't belong in this galaxy.
I see racks, vats, tubes filled with thick green suspension fluids, human bodies or fragments of them. Not grown, not cloned, assembled, cut, spliced, some still twitching. They're storing them. Not sure if it's for transport or procedure. This isn't trade. One of them looked at me. I think something was triggered.
The signal cut, just static. Then a blinding flash, not from the feed but from the sensors. Radiation alarms, saturation levels spiked, electromagnetic blackout. The island was gone. A nuclear signature, unmistakable. Atmospheric distortion, shockwave estimated to flatten everything within 4 kilometers. There was no time to react, no opportunity to intervene. Garen Vex was gone. So was the evidence. All that remained was ash and silence. How did you like this episode? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.